Alrighty, so now it says it's receiving the content. Let us see. What do we sound like? Excellent, so sound check is good. Sound check is good. Let us all look at that. We just got a lovely little thing. An attendance reward, loyalty. Okay, so Karak Blackblood. I think it's his name. So I have to get rid of some stuff in my inventory. And I think I have 3 contribution points. I need to do some contribution point work.
Need to use the storage?
Okay, warehouse. Oh, look at that. It's all full of all sorts of crispy goodness. Yikes. So, max HP.
Keep doing that, I'll get hurt.
Hide. You know, I really don't need these hides in here. Okay. So I take that hide out. Take this hide out. This hide out. And soft hide out. Alrighty. Oh, that's right. He's got that sub-weapon he needs. There. Alright. We don't need to leave this iron coin in here. These are memory fragments, aren't they? Yes. Memory fragments away.
Just leave me alone.
Ancient bronze coin. There's no need to keep that in there. And we don't need that either. So, gold goblin dagger. Alrighty then. I guess we are. I can send that transport into English transport. We sending to a destination. Destination would be Calvin City. Freight wagon. And we're sending to that.
I'm not responsible.
Any other metals?
Hurt you.
Alrighty. So only good for the tamer. Okay. So we're sending this to Galvin City, and yes, they're gonna triple it. Great. Whatever. Now, the heck? Warehouse. I'm not gonna need that because I'm gonna be selling a bunch of stuff anyway. And yeah, I guess that does it. So let's motivate. Yes, we're gonna motivate. Oh, wait, wrong row. So anyway, for those of you who don't know, I am the Illuminarch, Michael Conway, and we are playing Black Desert Online. Mainly because this is the D&D campaign I wish I had as a child. You know, there's my little pet. There's a couple of shells and a pumpkin I've gotten. Some more weasels, along with ferrets or weasels, stuffed weasels. So there's a bunch of weasels and a couple of wolf heads and a couple of fox heads. And even a halberd from the swamp folk, from those Oh, goodness gracious, I forgot their name now. Anyway, so as we step out of our house, we run around here, and the material vendor here.
You're here for
She
either the
has all the
flowers or the tools,
so I
right?
Oh man, no, I wanted to put in my balance because that way I have it on hand. So, yes. And some of those, yes. And yes, I know I can make more money selling it another way. It's not about the money I'm making. It's about, you know, getting things out of my possession before I, okay. That's taken care of. Now I can go to trade manager over here and sell my trade
I'm a
items.
merchant. I bargain even in my dreams.
Like this. And sell. There we go. Now, 15,000. Probably in my daily, I can collect my support from the local recurring suggestions. And nothing I can do. Alright. I don't want to get closer to his daughter right now. I don't have time for that. Alrighty, so where am I off to? I need to bound up my experience. I got my strength to increase, which was thankful. You know, needed a better carrying capacity. Let's see. I guess what I'll do is come over here and start. Those are below my weight class. Those are below my weight class. Here we go. We start dirt camp. But wait, can I get that one sharp fork tooth? Raw English. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right. So then I guess we are going. We're gonna run the way we're gonna run. Here we go, and there we are. So we're off, starting our day. Black Desert Online with the Illumanarch, Michael Conway. And yes, so we are playing this, and what was it? My thing just increased, didn't it? Get my breath. Alright. So this is where I'm going to run, Florist. So, you know, there are days where I'm entirely way too stupid. The main thing I wanted to do is pick up a bunch of butchering knives because I want to start making enough jerky. But was at the tool vendor and so busy with wanting to sell my items that were I don't know, sometimes not paying attention, but didn't my head wasn't attached. Sometimes I swear I'd misplace it. So, oh, look at that gathering. Now,
You're here for either the flowers or the tools, right?
no, I don't have enough to buy all, so I will buy from Heldon. storage. 56 million in storage. I can afford 2 more butcher knives. Because the great thing about butchering is, occasionally you do get the little statues as well, which I like to put up in my house here in Velia to decorate my beautiful home. But now we are moving right along down the road, and I will do the only other thing that I need to do, which is because I've got to up my gathering, and you only do that by gathering, right? So now, the weasel, we're going to go at it with the butchering knife, right? Yeah, dull butcher knife. This will break fairly quickly. Anyway, as we gather right along, because I definitely need meat for my to turn into jerky, and I need to get my gathering experience up. And the only way to do that is by gathering. So we're on a gathering expedition, and I don't want to use dull, wet tools all the time. I'd rather get my gathering up to where it's skilled 5 and I can start using the magical tools I tend to get my hands on. I left all those in Keplen because I'm trying to get myself up to a higher skill gathering by that point. So, this is just trying to do things. Now, I have to say, I know I've stuck with being a chatterbox my entire life. Not in my entire life, but most of my life. Yeah, I was struck by Buzz when I was 23. My pimp slot by a bus when I was 23. I was hit by the mirror. It made no sense why the bottom of a mirror would be 6'6" when the common tall man was 6'6". But either way, putting that aside, the main point I was trying to make is my life was interrupted at one point. I was able to speak far more fluently than I do now. And though some would say I speak good English, I was speaking quite a number of languages when I was much younger. So you've seen the movie Girl Interrupted. Well, I was a boy interrupted, just in a whole different way. But I also ended up in a mental health institution. I was misdiagnosed, and well, I guess they diagnosed me with the best blunt tools they had at the time. And but much of my adult life I've had to fight against a serious, chronic, and debilitating mental health disorder. And though currently they want to just throw it in the box of PTSD, because I've endured quite a bit through my childhood and adult years, had some combat stress, and yada yada yada. But the fact is I've had to try to build my world back, which is why the word I would use, like there's Evan Carmichael here on YouTube uses what's your one word? He wrote a book about it, in fact. And defining yourself in one word. The one word that can define me is overcome. So I've decided to start journaling my process of overcoming the things I've overcome in my life. And whether it be a wretched childhood or difficulties during adulthood, I've decided I'm going to start, covering what I've overcome, but also trying to find a way to help other people apply that information. So it's not just me speaking about the clouds of overcoming, which is the fluffy stuff, about overcoming. I need to explain, like, what it means to overcome. Now, I also do this on my Anchor station, Anchor.fm, for those of you who want to catch it on the internet, or the Anchor app for your phone or tablet. That is where I usually do much of my speaking on this matter. But because I've wanted to be live streaming on this channel, gathering tool durability too low, excellent. Then we will use the other dull butcher knife. Have, and yes, want to get rid of the old one. So the so as we're moving right along, I guess it is a matter of that I've wanted to speak on this issue for so long, but it now gives me a reason to live stream on this channel daily on Monday through Friday. I do take the weekends off because though I do put music up on my Anchor station, which if you're trying to find it on the internet would be anchor.fm/Michael-Conway. Yes, it's the Enlightened Anarchy podcast, and I do at least one show a day, daily. It's usually music and talk segments. But yeah, it's I've seriously been happy with the app as it's been going. It is a nice platform to be able to discuss things on. But the main thing is that, you know, we've got this process, overcome. So what does it mean to me? Well, it is really truly a stubborn acceptance of the fact that your status quo is not where you belong in life. Your current place is not where you belong in life. There are, when I was working as a stockbroker, there was a speaker, I don't remember his name, but I do remember one of the things he said, you know, when you're green, you grow, when you're ripe, you rot. So, I have tried to keep it green, you know, and I thought I was going to be able to keep it green because one of the things that helped me cope and not decompensate was the casual smoking of either recreational or medical marijuana. But honestly, I became quite the wastrel. And I'm finding a lot of people, you know, become wastrels when they're often smoking and whatnot. But excellent, got a stuffed weasel, got another stuffed weasel. So, yeah, there's a lot of people who would basically say it's a stubborn non-acceptance. Stubborn non-acceptance of your status quo is kind of the core root of what it is to overcome. Because you have to basically just say, this is not the world I want to live in. This is not what I want out of my life. And then you have to apply that. And it applies differently for every single person. It's a matter of, I guess, you want to go with hunt and peck, or you know, you could say experimentation. But it's a matter of being stubborn to the point of, you know, almost pig-headedness, honestly. But that's okay, because, you know, being pig-headedly stubborn is not the worst thing that has ever happened to humanity. Fact is, we're the only one who can pick ourselves up. Okay? Others can try to give us a hand here or there. Honestly, they're not the ones that we can look to for support, because the only people we can look to for support is ourselves. You know, that's the truth of it. You're the only one that's there for you 24 hours a day. No matter how much someone is there for you, if you're not willing to change, nothing's going to change. So, you have to change you. And with that, you have to come into a full understanding of what it means to be, well, trying to keep on my path while, you know, in the direction of my path while I'm doing all this meandering to gather, because I'm trying to up this character's gathering skill. But anyway, so you're the only one that's there all the time. So accept the fact that you have to help change you. No one can make you change, only you can. And, well, I am, oh, the gathering leveled up. Good. The gathering leveled up, thank goodness. I knew there were more wolves around. Oh, gathering durability too low. Alright, so let's put an improved butcher knife in there. And keep on keeping on. Now I know we need a sunny day for the to process this meat into jerky, but if I spend the entire daytime cycle getting, I mean, what the heck is that? Well, that's just a very small ones though. Anyway, if I spend all the daytime cycle, I can do it the next daytime cycle. I just need to get the meat pulled together. So, yeah, we have some weasel meat. We're gonna have some wolf meat. More wolves. There's gotta be more wolves around here. There we go. Werewolves of London, huh? They're wolves, right there. So, yeah, we have to accept that there is a need for a stubborn non-acceptance of the status quo. Well, anyway, so I'm trying to keep abreast of the news that is with Anchor, because it's one of the Anchor has its own one of the creators had started a group, a closed group for Anchor broadcasters. So I have to keep abreast of that news while I'm doing this, which is, you know, playing a game. And yes, though I'm spending a lot of time gathering, which means I'm not necessarily running around making all the fantastic, what the heck? I am going that way, okay. So I can go away from that direction and still find meat I I can hunt out. Oh, look, there's some imps here. But, yeah, I'm high enough level that these imps and whatnot are no never mind to my ability to fight. It's not that I'm actually in my weight class right now, which is not really what I want to do. But I wanted to gather meat so I could process it. Ah, look, I lost my extra watcher. So we are running right along, doing our gathering, and now that I've come to this guard camp, I believe this is the one that will allow me to. Oh yes, here we go.
Are you here to meet with
Here
Captain
over
Cliff?
here. Let's see. Oh, I can only buy from money that's in my possession. So, is there anything of special note that I can sell? No, I'm not selling the stuffed weasel. No, I don't want to buy dull tool anyway. I could get rid of those. Wow, that had enough of those to make quite the improvement in my. There we go. So I have 2 more improved butcher knives, and I will now go fight with the wolves over here to get some wolf meat. It looks like we're heading towards the end of the day for, you know, gray wolf. Still be wolf meat, that's all I worry about. So, pink. And I will take that wolf meat. You know, because that's where the good stuff is. Right? Come on, you can do it. It's funny, there's some people who just do like the minimum quest. You know. But they'll come out and I think there's only 2 gray wolves you have to kill for one particular quest. And I've always been of the mind that if it says kill 2, that means kill 50. You know, or 100. To expand your knowledge, if nothing else. But, you know, it doesn't always work out. We have it hope. Alright, get that up. And we will butcher these up as quickly as we can. And I may be able to get 3. I'll be able to at least collect 2. And if I had grain soup or concentrated grain juice, I'd be able to gather even faster. So, but I'll accept that, you know, that one's probably going to vanish for a chance to gather it, so I'm just going to get through gathering this one. And that one's just about to fade away. Oh, maybe these butcher knives are fast enough that I could have gotten more. But, yeah, so they faded away. So, anyway, gathering as much as I can because I want to have a lot of good jerky goodness in my world. Now, there we go. Yep. So we are playing Black Desert Online, and we are doing, this is a gathering run today, but mainly it's because I'm just wanting to talk to y'all. You know, so if I'm not concentrating on fighting, I can concentrate on talking. And so we're talking about overcome, you know. Now, I use the hashtag overcome quite a bit. And that's because I want to have, that is something I want in my life. I want to overcome. I want to overcome being on disability right now. That is a withering hail of discontent. You know, sometimes I'll just... Wolfie. So, yes, as we continue to discuss hashtag overcome, the main thing about overcoming is that, you know, with that stubborn non-acceptance of your status quo, how that works out, particularly in your world, can be a many varied and splendid thing. But in reality is that it's going to work out in your life. For better or worse, it's going to work out in your life. You have to let it work out in your life. You have to let it work out the creases and stains in your life. You have to accept it. This is not what is meant for you. Now, I happen to be a Christian, so I accept the fact that God has a plan. And sometimes I wish he'd be a little more kind and clue me in on what it is. But the fact is that you have a purpose. There's a reason for you to exist. There's, you know, it is not as simple as just, you know, that's it, you know, I'm here and so what, you know. No, it's not like that. You have to know that there is some reason you're here. There's a good you can do. And it's good you can do for yourself. And, you know, the biggest benefit is when we serve others. Now, even with a 1080, I still have to pop in with certain character figure types. I don't know why. Alright, well, I'm gonna start processing this. Oh yeah, that's right, I was gonna do that too. Yeah, I'm so happy. There we go. At least enhance it up to +7 so that it increases my attack points. Safely enhance up to level 7. Moving right now. Yeah. And it's the last time it was safely enhanced. So, wow, straight correlation. I guess that's the problem with time to show for work. Let's see if we can get a +8 out of it. That'd be nice. Bingo, look at that. Alrighty, let's go for the +9. Nope. Alright, durability has been decreased by how much? A bit, but this is good enough. Put that back in my position. Now I have those attack points. So now, alright, so also going to do while I'm stopped here is produce. I try piece of meat. Yeah, so as we're talking about this, you know, overcome, the thing is when stubborn non-acceptance of stupidity in your life, stubborn non-acceptance of things that weigh you down, those are all very important. Is not accepting the factors that hold you down, but not whining, bitching, and moaning about it. Just not accepting them and moving on. You know, it's you can't say, "Oh, but this holds me down," and "Oh, but that holds me down," and "Oh, but this holds me down," and "Oh, but that holds me down." Because you know something, there were people in worse circumstances than you that have achieved galactic heights and success. So it can't be because this thing held them down or that thing held them down. It has to be because they chose to not let those things hold them down, to not let those things hold them back. And that goes for most of the major successes in the world. In fact, some of the greatest failures come from people who are blisteringly successful at the get-go. You know? Alright, so I'm at Apprentice 1, thank goodness. I'm at the Gathering. Training, beginner 4, trading, beginner 5. Those are the ones I've really worked on. So, anyway. So we will continue right along. And, yeah, see all these numbers here, they're all like, this is what, the family fame, my combat fame, my life fame, your entire family life, so characters count towards this, and then, you know, special fame. So, anyway. Yeah, so this is the, moving right along edition, I guess, as we're processing some of this weasel meat into jerky, fragrant jerky, and because I was running really low on the jerky front. I have all sorts of other things, whalebone tea and whatnot that have been given to various quests. So I have to try to make something of this. And we will continue to overcome together. Because, you know, this is where being the rising tide. If you're the rising tide, you can lift all ships. Okay? Sometimes by your mere passing. I mean, not, and I don't mean passing away. I mean, you know, passing through someone's life. One little trick I used when I had money, a lot of money. I used to buy, you know, I wouldn't do this now because I don't want to contribute to cigarette use, but I used to take a carton of cigarettes, and I would take out the packs and take 2 cigarettes out of each pack, and I'd hand those out, you know, to people. Now I didn't smoke, so it was a matter of, then why did I buy the pack? Well, it's because I would then take the pack and I'd roll up a $50 bill and I'd stick it in, slightly crush the pack, not enough to make it look like it was a fairly new pack, but one that got like dropped. And I knew homeless people too would like search every crack looking for shorts that people, you know, crushed out and threw away. And that would be what they would be looking to smoke, because it was like, you know, it's that or nothing. So occasionally if they came across a pack that was mostly full and had $50 in it, well, then it was time to like go, oh, well, my life doesn't suck quite so much. You know, when I was doing homeless advocacy as a houseless person myself, in Denver in particular, I used to smoke out homeless people. And, you know, that would, you know, get them high. And it'd be like, well, you're just helping their addiction. No, I'm helping their life suck just a little bit less. You know, it's not like their life's gonna get enormously better. When I was on disability myself, I couldn't be the rising tide. And then I decided that, you know something, there's nothing really stopping me from re-achieving. Nothing at all. Except me. So, that's when I realized I had to be the change that was going to be the change in my life. And actually, statements like this and videos like this where I'm live streaming about this stuff, this is kind of like the document my challenges, the challenges I face. So as I get on with the day, you know, I'm not exactly sure where things will end up, but sometimes that's more important, is not knowing where things are going to end up. That's very cool. I got 50 fragrant jerky out of that. Now it's going to pop up with the, so trying wolfmeat and start. Yeah, so this is, I guess, part of documenting. Documenting, not creating. So I am deciding that since I have a great deal of free time, I'm going to see if I can't build a better life for myself and stop wallowing in the dismal effects of a life unlived. You know, I do admit I've been having a hard time. I have a hard time going out. You know, I've learned not to like people in general. I just don't like people. I don't mind individuals. I love individuals. It's people I have a problem with. Because, hey, really? Interesting how that's going to be the first comment on this video. It is your chat comment. Wow. Luminous girl. Really? Is that what you want permanently on the internet to say about yourself? Come on. And I'm not saying we need to know better than, just like, is that really how you want to represent yourself permanently? Okay, this is where we do this. And I gotta, flag it, but, I'm not gonna have that going on my channel. I'm sorry. It's raucous and wrong. That's not what I expect of my channel. I expect better of the people that associate with me. If you want to associate with me by being on my channel, you can be less crass. But hey. Anyway. So as we are moving right along, I am just drying up some of the rest of this wolf meat to turn it into fragrant jerky so that I can have some food items available to me. So what does this meal do? It's, yeah. 1,000 hit points. Wow. And this one's in more recovery. 15. Yeah. So I guess it just comes down to moving the jerky into my quick keys. Rare jerky, dried jerky, only long. Enough of that. Yeah, so wow, that would be completely fill up my and some on my health. Yep. There we go. T-bone steak. I'll be able to eat that and get movement speed +2. And get on with getting on to my eventual destination, right? Which is fighting the Red Orcs. Yeah, so I'm thinking, because that's about my weight class right now. These imps and stuff are not of any real interest. So there's drag. Tick-tock, tick-tock. So, well, and my health will improve. My health background will improve if I eat a meal. Because I've been eating just basically jerky, it doesn't improve so much. But say like if I put this rare jerky, and I can't do it while I'm trying out the jerky. Oh well. Yeah. Trying to move right along, right? But I want to take advantage of the fact that it's still daylight in this game. Oh, thank goodness. You know, let's... Interesting, now I have enough fragrant jerky to keep on trucking. Don't carry me too far away. Oh, big old Janet, 'cause it's here that I want to stay. Yep. Wow, my stamina is 1260. Processing is almost to apprentice as well. Yeah. almost done with the processing of the wolf meat. And then we can move on with moving on. You can do it, you can do it, we can do it. Yeah. Yep. It's almost done. There we go. 100%. It is done. Alright. So we shut this, we shut that. Alright, it's becoming night. So I can no longer perform these actions. That's fine, because I'm finished. And we're going to head on to this pillar of light that's way off in the distance for us. So we're heading into night. Oh, it's heading into a rainstorm too. I hate rainstorms. And it's not in this game. I'd say it being out in the rainstorms. I used to like it as a kid and stuff. And then I realized that it only meant that I ended up wet, and I don't like just ending up wet. It's annoying.
79. You're the 79th person to pass here today.
Stand by way. Let's see if we can go this way and up that trail into the back of those mountains. Do I come down right behind the bandit stand? Yes, it'll be right behind. No, that's a horse. Oops. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see if I can make it further up the hill. I know I have to go way over there, but the bandits of Bandit's Den are actually at a level appropriate, I think. If I can avoid having to fight my way through 100,000 orcs. Harpy. It's a young harpy. Oh my goodness, this is that area. Huh. So this is where the harpies nest, obviously. So that must be the Delphine. I'm not gonna tolerate you striking out at me like that. You want to strike out at me? It's fine. I'll take you down. It's not an issue. It's sad and pathetic at the same time. Yeah. Feathers. Yes. There we go. You think that's your best line of attack? That's fine. Yep, that's just the way it is. So at least I know where the harpies are nested. Now, what these did I could use? Good job. Wild herb. What's wild herb? Give me, huh? What's wild herb? Mage. Harpies. Here we go. Fight our way through these. I'll be able to get myself back over 100 feathers just by working the harpies up here at the top. As we go pounding away at these harpies, taking out the nests. Mage. Warrior. Now what I do to activate that, I didn't know what it was, but let's see. What do we find in fossil? Oh, look at that. Another one of those event thingies. And we got rid of those RPAs. Those RPAs. Wild herb. He's looking for some wild herb. Wild thing. I think I know. But I wanna know for sure. Come on. God. Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, I have about 6,500 songs stuck in my head. But my family knows that's not a overstatement. It's probably all too accurate. Let's see if I continue down this ridge. Yes, a heartbeat. Alrighty. Maybe some more fossils. There we go, fossils just check. Oh, you need 2 empty slots, and I don't have 2 empty slots anymore. Oh well, look at that. I guess I'm gonna have to summon the Black Spirit and try to improve this, these, and let's see if we can get it to +8 and then +9. That'll free up a slot. Oh, look at that. Durability increased by 11. But it's only a militia blade, so I'm not surprised. Why am I, you know, putting so much effort on the Lich blade, but okay. So now I can gather again, because I have 2 empty slots. Of course, if I find something, I will be in less than an empty spot, but I am going to be over at the Delphine Castle in a moment. There we go, I won't be able to gather anymore. Now it's a matter of going over to the Delphine Castle. Yep. See, how many of those feathers do I have? 206, good, so I have over 100. Over 100.
The harpies have gotten more aggressive, but they can still be hunted.
Right, let's see what this conversation brings up. Nice hunting them, I guess.
Quiet. I'm luring their queen.
And keep talking. So, Flanner, Sack. Oh,
These clothes were especially made and not threatening to prey.
let's see if that works. Along with the rest of our discussion.
It still hurts.
62, I will take that. So I don't know if I have better options or better odds. I could lose all that energy or all that effort. So we continue this way and find ourselves coming upon, what is that? Is that like a dozen? Yeah, it is. It's a couple of dozen goblins moving slowly under a great deal of weight. So we are here. Delphine. Yes, there's Delphi Outpost. 500 feet. I guess it's the 100 ones. He's willing to give me gold, I'm more than happy. So we're moving right along. Yeah. It's 100. That's 100 right there. So this get rid of these excess feathers. Yeah. Don't do me any good. I can trade them in for money. Or other goods. So here we go. Excellent. Way to get rid of the silvers for the right value, huh? Yep. Mountain hunter, yada yada. That's good. Now I take go with stable keeper and say, hey,
To the
stable
battlefield
keeper.
if you have
You have
a
a shop, right?
No.
I'm gonna sell you the rest of
No
this silly
horse
stuff. Cracked fangs. And musical, I know I can get better money. And seems to no, I can get better money for it, but I don't care. Do they have a trade manager here? I doubt it. What they do?
Our Griffin is the greatest female warrior in
Yeah.
all of Calphion.
Solo by show. And general goods vendor.
My sister and I are in charge of the supplies for this outpost.
So this is Karutos, which appropriate. Alright, go that way. Okay. Nope. Just going the wrong way. Wrong way, Conway. Yeah. Be over the top of it. There we go. Oh, wow. Yep. More silvers. Let's find some more Hurtos to meet up. Alright, and this one I want to of course. So we keep fighting these Karutos. Do what we have to do, right? Plow it through until there are no more to plow through. Finally, there we go. We get some nice echo from the echo chamber, it seems. Also called the cave. bunch of stuff to pick up. There we go. Get rid of that problem child there. And oh yeah, you hit me like that. I see. I hit you like that. Silvers, silver and gold, silver. Yes, you got cards. Alright, so back here we go. Oh, look at that! There it is, take care of that. Is alive. So now that it has become nighttime, the enemies are harder to kill. They also grant more experience. So let's try to see if we can do this together. I need a little help. I wasn't paying attention. Go. There we go. Take care of the shot. Shaman. How you like to pronounce it? Alright, pick through all that. So fighting me in the dark cave is a bad thing. I wish I had a lantern, but that's okay. And we will fight our way through what we have to do. Right? tell you, I'm gonna track you down, put you down like you know you are. No empty slot, huh? Wow, so I can't use this. See, him, another fill my skins. Blade and bow. So you're running up on me, big boy. Yo. 3 is to learn a lesson, right? So, where do I stand? Stand on that. Up here. Up here. Go down those guys. Made short work of all. So. Gap out there. Lag. Ching-a-lag. There you go, Daddy-o. That guy. Don't need that anymore. Shit, didn't I just throw those out? I have all this fun stuff. Oh, there we go. We took down the shaman. Yeah, Kurtos. Alright, run at this. Running climb, right? So I just don't have time dealing with y'all. Y'all are just no problem. I mean, enough people see them, but they get too famous for me to all either. pushed myself too far. Oh, well. Node. And I think that since I have died and had to delete comments that were made on this station and whatnot, I think that this is the end of the day for this. So, that being said, peace out. Peace out to today, peace out to tomorrow, peace out to you always, and as always, peace out.